Hi everybody. In this 9th video lecture in the chess endgame course, I would like to show you an essential rook endgame defense. Now, why is this so crucial? Well, this endgame especially must be studied closely because it arises quite frequently, especially when white is 2 pawns up. Let's say the attacker has an h pawn and an f pawn and he sacrifices this pawn. The idea is that the defender is forced to take the h pawn, and because of this, white diverts his attention and then can reach this good position. So this is a good position because his rook is nice and active and defending the pawn, and his king is best placed than this black king. So why do we have to learn this? Well, essentially, it is the difference between a draw and a loss. Half a point here and there, and you can win a tournament. This is crucial. If you're a serious chess player, then you need to get the most out of your endgames, and this one particularly. This is the Cheron defense with black to play. A pawn down, you can draw just like that with a click. So just remember, rook a8, fantastic. This is perfectly precise, and it draws instantly. The idea is that going back, with white to play, white wins. And this is by reaching a Lucena type position with king to f8. So we'll look at this from both the attackers and the defender's perspective, so that you can be able to win this, so you can win this position and also draw it. So let's just see here. You want the Lucena type position, and it's winning because rook a8 now isn't any threat, since you can parry it with rook e8, and after rook a1, then f7. This is the Lucena winning position. If you're not comfortable with this, then I highly recommend number 1 in this collective series, because the Lucena winning position is probably the hardest one you have to win, or at least definitely the most valuable, since it turns up a lot, I assure you. So we can see from this perspective that we would lose after king f8, and that's why with black to play you need to play rook a8. We immediately stop the king from reaching f8, the back rank, and this draws in a number of variations, and I'll show you them just for the sake of completeness. If rook e8, then you can play rook a6. So the whole idea is that this rook on e6 was far better placed because it defended the f6 pawn. But in this position, white cannot reach f8 simply because he's no longer defending his pawn. And king e7 doesn't help because of the checking distance. This is another theme which is the basis of this defending technique. We need the checking distance, and we have great checking distance, especially with the king on f7. It's perfect, and your rook cannot be tormented. So you can just continue bullying the white king. He has nowhere to run, so that's why he cannot attend to the job of promoting his pawn. And if that doesn't work, then what else can he do? Well, rook e6 just transposes, well, because this repeats, and we return to position rook a8, and then he has to make a decision. What about rook e7? Now just a waiting move is sufficient. Most precise is probably king h6, because we want to keep this rook where it is, perfectly placed with a great checking distance. And now again, with the f-file, with the 8th rank being controlled, nothing really remains. After rook e8, then rook a7 check should be sufficient. This just repeats. So let's find an alternative for white. If king e6, then we continue checking, but if he hides at f8, then I'd say that's a very easy draw with king g6. Okay, so we've got that pretty much clear. Just remember the very important move, rook a8 here, and you're sorted. Thank you much. PeterLalic signing off, saying good luck, with your endgames, and I hope to see you in lecture